At Deception, Sasha thinks it's insane that she has to look less wholesome, and while she's willing to change her look, she's not changing it to something edgy or mysterious. Lucy vents that Belpo was a huge deal, but Maxie says there are other magazines out there. Lucy says Belpo is the crown jewel of magazines, and they need Sasha on the cover of this magazine along with all the others. Sasha is used to people judging her looks as a model, but after this past year, she's realized there are more important things than getting paid for being looked at. Maxie suggests they postpone this discussion until a future time. Sasha agrees, but Lucy says no, and they will settle this now. Lucy says they can't hug this out, and if they stand a chance at salvaging their reputation and her company, this needs to be dealt with. Brooklyn says, "Excuse me, your company?" Brooklyn reminds Lucy that the majority of this company belongs to Tracy, so any talk about changing the face of Deception has to go through her grandmother. Maxie says this is why she said they wouldn't get anything productive done, and they should take a break. Lucy yells that this company was her idea, and it is more her company than anyone else's. If there is a problem, she'll fix it, and if Brooklyn doesn't like it, then there's the door. Lucy tells Sasha she knows she's given her blood, sweat, and tears for this company. Sasha knows she has, and she cares about the company too, but she thinks she's over all of this. She resigns as the face of Deception. Maxie and Brooklyn ask her to rethink this as Deception needs her. Sasha thanks them but says it's time. Lucy thinks she just needs a vacation, and a second face of Deception will give her time to breathe. Brooklyn tells Lucy that isn't why she suggested a second face, and they all know it, and no matter how many new faces she hires, she'll run them off too. Brooklyn storms out. Lucy asks Sasha if that is true. Is she leaving because of her? Sasha says she's not, and she never wanted to be a model. She says Michael made that deal for her to get a stake in the company, and she's not the same person she was back then. She doesn't know what she wants to do with her life, but she knows she doesn't want to be told what to do in front of a bunch of cameras. Lucy points out that if she resigns, then per their contract, she has to give up her shares and leadership position with the company. Maxie thinks Lucy has done enough already, but Lucy says she is just being honest. Lucy says she'll have to sell back her shares at market price, and the shares are way down, and she'll walk away with not much at all versus as she waits. Sasha says Glady's cleaned her out, so whatever she gets is more than she has now, and you can't put a price on happiness. Sasha leaves, and Maxie asks Lucy what in the hell is wrong with her. Lucy says they still have an ace in the hole with Blaze, and Tracy can't say no to her now. Maxie says Blaze may not be interested, but if she was, who is her manager again? Brooklyn. Lucy is sure Blaze will be interested in them, and she will fix this. Maxie tells Lucy she is not a partner. Instead, she is a one-woman wrecking ball who does anything she wants. Maxie asks if she knows what it's cost her to stick with her, and she can't even look at her right now. She tells Lucy to get out of her office. Lucy bows her head and leaves. At the station, Chase speaks to Donna's class about police work. Brooklyn arrives as Dante swears in all the kids as official friends of the Port Charles Police Department and makes them honorary deputies. The teacher takes the kids off, and Brooklyn tells Chase he was so adorable just then and exactly what she needed. Chase thought she was at Deception today. Brooklyn explains took a break, thanks to Lucy causing another disaster. He says few people get to her like Lucy, and he wonders if it was the right thing to go back Deception. She is beginning to question her decision and even doubt her plan to give Maxie Deception, as it's making everything worse. Chase says Maxie is lucky to have her as a friend, but Brooklyn fears there may not be a company to hand over to Maxie if Lucy keeps things up. Chase is certain she can handle Lucy Co. At the Quartermain stables, Cody talks to the horse about his decision to quit Deception. He vents about how stupid modeling is, but he didn't think about how his quitting would affect Sasha and Maxie. Olivia shows up to let Cody know that she just came from the hospital and Dante is the same, and she couldn't relax so she cooked him some food. She also says it's peaceful down here, and she could use that right now. Cody tells Olivia that her cooking smells great, and she says it was relaxing to finally do something for someone. He invites her to join him for some food, and she accepts his invitation. Olivia quickly second-guesses herself and thinks she should be at Dante's side. Cody tells her she can't do it all.